Is it not amazing how sports betting has taken Africa by storm? You'd be surprised how popular it is. Just 6 African countries make up 26% of the global online sports betting market, with South Africa and Nigeria being the top sports betting countries by daily visits to online betting sites. Kenya is also in the top 5. 6 African countries accounting for 26% of the online sports betting share, while the whole of Africa makes up 18.8% of the world's population, shows how deeply rooted sports betting has become in Africa. In many African countries, betting or something related to betting is guaranteed to be in the top 5 Google searches. Heck, some countries even have it as number 1. But why is that? Well, that's what we will be exploring on Visualized. Betway, 1xBet, SportyBet, and many others are betting bookmakers that have wildly risen to popularity in Africa. They have revolutionized and popularized betting so much that, in a survey conducted by Geopoll in 2025, as many as 90% of randomized youth respondents had engaged in betting in some countries. In the 6 countries investigated, even those with the lowest rates, Ghana and Tanzania, had 56% of the respondents who had engaged in betting before. In terms of frequency, 35% of respondents reported betting once a week, 22% once a month, 20% less than once a month, 14% once a day, and 9% more than once a day. Now, while the sample size of this survey is relatively small and skewed towards young people, countless reports all over the internet validate how huge betting has become in Africa. There may be several reasons for this. First, economic factors. The surge in the popularity of betting in Africa may be related to high rates of youth unemployment and underemployment. Though various countries have different definitions and criteria for assessing youth unemployment, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria, for instance, report high percentages of youth who are either unemployed or not in education or training. To these youth, betting is often seen as a quick and accessible way to make money. Underemployment may also be a factor. In Geopoll's 2025 survey, 67% of the respondents were either employed or self-employed. This may denote that some employed individuals do not make enough money and consider betting an avenue for extra income. Technological enablers. The rapid expansion of mobile internet and the availability of smartphones have made betting easily accessible and super convenient. According to the International Telecommunication Union, though internet usage in Africa is lower compared to the world, its adoption rate is faster. Since 2005, internet penetration in Africa has grown by an average annual rate of 16.7% against 8% globally. The explosive adaptation of smartphones and the internet has enabled millions to place bets anywhere, anytime, via apps and mobile-friendly sites. In addition, the integration of mobile money payment systems into betting apps allows bettors to deposit and withdraw funds in seconds without a bank account. Mobile money is particularly huge in Africa. In 2024, out of the 2.1 billion registered mobile money accounts worldwide, Africa accounted for 1.1 billion of them, representing 53% of the global share. Africa has also transacted $1.1 trillion with mobile money. That is 66% of the worldwide transaction value. With such a large and vibrant mobile money system across Africa, it is not hard to see why bookmakers will double down on this region, as a convenient framework already exists. Aggressive marketing. From football club sponsorships, high-frequency ads on social media, celebrity endorsement to massive billboards, bookmakers apply aggressive marketing tactics to normalize and keep betting top of mind for young audiences. In shirt sponsorships for the Premier League, the most popular football league in the world, betting or gambling companies sponsor 11 out of 20 teams. 55% of shirt sponsorships in the most watched football league is massive advertisement for betting companies to the African audience, since there are about 270 million Premier League viewers in the region. Bookmakers spending millions of dollars on various publicity techniques in Africa is bound to boost participation in betting on the continent. Cultural and social factors. Africa's love for football plays a role in the immense popularity of betting in the region. Football is the most popular sport in every African country, with millions of fans. This corroborates with 61% of the respondents of Geopol's 2025 betting survey betting on football. The presence of such a dedicated fan base makes betting on fixtures almost a natural activity. Betting on fixtures enhances the excitement and engagement for fans, turning their passion into an interactive experience. The social dimension betting adds to sports, the entertainment and bonding it brings, amplifies its appeal. Betting has become so normalized in many social circles that it's often influenced by peers, friends, and family, which encourages more people to participate. These are but a few reasons why we think betting, sports betting especially, has become wildly popular in Africa. But what is the takeaway from this? Why is this information important? Well, understanding why betting is so popular equips people with the insight to approach it with awareness and caution. It helps them make more conscious choices about whether or how to engage in it rather than being swept up by trends or hype. Knowledge like this sheds light on how economic pressures, peer influence, advertising, and emotional connection to sports can subtly shape behavior. It helps people see betting's risks clearly, especially in vulnerable communities where it might seem like a lifeline. Also, knowing that betting often fills gaps, whether economic or recreational, can motivate individuals to seek sustainable solutions like job opportunities or other hobbies instead of relying on chance. Being informed gives people the tools to advocate for fair regulation, better public education about gambling risks, and support systems for those affected by problem gambling. In summary, such knowledge empowers people to navigate betting's appeal more critically, potentially shielding them from its downsides, like financial loss or addiction, while encouraging smarter choices and a healthier relationship with money and risk. And that's how you know subscribing to Visualized is a safe bet, as there's nothing to lose. Here, we combine science and art to tell impactful stories. You may support our work by scanning this QR code or visiting the link in the description.